Now the 5D don't argue with the 3D, okay? You don't try to convince people no more. You become the proof and you keep your peace, right? Now that's the only way that you can guide without draining. So now we move on to what about the ones that we love that is still in 3D? Now that part right there, man, that's the spiritual heartbreak. When you love somebody deep as hell and they refuse to wake up. Now it's very important that you understand this part right here, okay? You can't drag nobody into the light. If they not ready to see, you gonna burn yourself trying to get them to. They gotta want it on their own. If not in this lifetime, then in the next. And when you get to that point, right, don't think that you abandoning them, because you're not. You just refuse to get pulled back into a dimension that you fought hard as hell to get yourself out of. You remember that old saying, let the dead bury the dead? Okay, well, that's a spiritual truth, right? Because you're not here to save them. You couldn't anyway, even if you tried, right? You're here to be an example, right? So when they finally choose to wake up, they'll remember that you showed them how. Now, you can stay in proximity of them, right? Or close to them, right? But don't forget to protect your peace. What I mean by that is, if you can be around them, right, and still stay centered, do it. But if not, distance is divine. Sometimes you gotta love from afar. Now you can send energy or prayer or however you want to do it, right? Just don't sacrifice your vibration for somebody that don't even know that they asleep. Helping or trying to help somebody too much, right, can put yourself in a trap, right? And what I mean by that is, sometimes we disguise ego as love, right? We'll say some shit like, I just want to help them, right? But deep down, right, we just don't want to be alone, right? We don't want to lose them. And if you ask me, right, subconsciously, we want to be the one that saved them, right? And that's ego talking. And 5D don't move off ego. So the solution to that is, you got to lead by frequency and not force, right? You got to stay elevated even when they stay stuck. And if they ever come looking for the light, you will still be there shining. So to answer the question, right, the $1,000,000 question, do we leave them behind? No. What we do is we stop waiting for them to catch up while we still move forward. If they are real, right, they gonna feel your vibration and they gonna rise up to meet you one day. But if not, you still did your part, right? And your ancestors gonna be proud of you for that.